Hey, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another weekly video. And today I have something really awesome to share. And it's practically how you can look better, how to build skills and be motivated to keep acquiring skills and building new things, aka the builder mindset. This is what drives, and this is what's going to drive you to be able to acquire potential jobs or even start your own profitable business, is by building projects and doing skills, even if it's free, because it feels good, because you can add it to your portfolio, add it to your resume, and you're building real world skills that you can go then share to employers, or you can use those skills that you built to actually start something real. I find this super fascinating, and I've recently only now not found out about it, but came to the realization that that is what I was doing, and that's what keeps me so motivated to just keep creating new projects. For example, projects like building financial models, even if it's for no company. You gather data on a specific company, you build out a spreadsheet, and then you add it to your portfolio saying, hey, I researched this, I saw this was the strengths about the company, like aka in the financial statements, to see if it's worth investing into this other asset, or if it's worth acquiring this other company. And practically these financial models help with that. Or you can also do PowerPoints, pitch decks, building out pitch decks for different companies. For example, let's say you were to do an idea or start a startup or do something like that. You build a pitch deck and then you add it to your portfolio saying, hey, I made this pitch deck with all these data points that I analyzed, I researched myself to determine if something is viable or not, if we should truly acquire funding for this project, if investors should truly buy into this idea. Pitch decks, something that's super popular right now, projects, which is coding, building a portfolio website, going out there, three languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's all you need to build a portfolio website. You go there and then you add it to your GitHub repository, another asset, another portfolio project. And one last one, I'm sorry, I'm going really into this because there's so many projects you can do, and I don't think people realize it. And it's so much better than just joining a bunch of things and not doing anything, but going out there and yourself and starting these projects and finishing them and adding to your portfolio. It strengthens everything. Not only do employers think it looks good, your entrepreneurial ability improves because you're doing it by yourself, you're learning, and you're able to actually get things done yourself. And you're learning skills, and it keeps you driving, because once you're done with a project, you feel good because you understood it, and now you want to keep going and you want to do more. And the more you do, the better you get at, the more advanced projects you can do. And before I yap on, because we still have a whole presentation to do, also cloud projects on Amazon Web Services, things like that, visualizing data, getting email receipts from emails. There's just possibilities. You choose your passion and you do a project on it. So, how to think like a builder. Without further ado, let's get started. And I am going to yap about all of this in other videos as well, because it's so powerful. I'm telling you, if you take this advice, it's going to help you out so much. And that's just the truth of the matter. It's the truth. You take this advice and you run with it, I promise you will succeed. So, how to think like a builder. Mindset, systems, and actions that create real results, one brick at a time. So, first you have to turn ideas into reality, step by step. Every great idea, every great structure starts with a single deliberate action, the want to actually do something. Building is not about having just the best idea. It's about showing up consistently and making progress every single day. You're finding that project, which, like I said, I gave you background on before this video. The beginning of this video at the start, which is finding a project that you really want and going out there and doing it every day. Even if it's an easy project, to get your ball rolling, to get that snowball effect going, the big mo from the compound effect going. Builders versus dreamers. As I've always mentioned, we have the dreamers. They have great ideas, but they wait for the perfect timing, endless planning without executing, thinking that somehow it will just pop up. It will just spring in the idea, the execution, without them actually doing anything. Then we have the builders. They act on ideas consistently. They start small, but they shift fast. They iterate, get feedback, and improve with every single cycle. Even if they mess up, it doesn't matter because they will keep going, because that's the relentless drive that pushes you. Have that spirit. Know that even if it's overwhelming, just begin one step at a time. The difference isn't talent or luck. It's a willingness to move before everything is perfect. Please understand that. So, how do you do it? You start with the foundations. You can't build a skyscraper without building the foundations. The Roman Empire wasn't built in one day. There are no shortcuts, no skipping steps. Before you scale complexity, you need to master the fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? You might be asking. These are the core skills, the mental models, and systems where everything else rests on. The foundational skills are before advanced tactics. Everybody wants to know the secret trick. Well, as I said in my basic video, the secret trick is doing the basics over and over again until you're so good at it that you can start going up in levels. Just do the same thing for years until you know you're so good that you can really take it up the notch. Build foundational skills, establish repeatable systems early, and develop that growth mindset that you can always improve and that you're never capped out, you're never done getting better. Because that growth mindset thrives on a challenge. It all starts here. It starts with the basic. It starts over here with simple steps. You take those skills and systems, you apply. With those results, you iterate, get a new cycle, and you scale. That's just how you do it. That's success. It's you doing the same thing over and over again until it becomes undoubtable that you know what you're doing. Think in systems, not just goals. First, consistent action. Show up and do it daily. Don't ignore it. Keep it in the back of your mind constantly. Don't let it go. It's okay sometimes, okay? Pray, meditate, whatever you do. Let go of it for a little bit. But once you're in dial mode, once you're in your everyday life, don't let go of the project you're pursuing. Keep it in the back of your mind. Repeatable process. Your system filters effort into a structured output. So knowing what you're doing every day will help you build the confidence in the process and reliable results. Outputs emerge naturally from disciplined inputs. So, doing the same thing, discipline, you will gain great outputs naturally. Goals tell you where to go. Systems are how you actually get there and how you stay there. Because there's one thing getting there, there's one thing staying there, there's one thing gaining wealth, there's one thing maintaining it, keeping it. You need discipline. So break it into pieces, one brick at a time. Complex problems may feel overwhelming until you break them down. Builders divide big challenges into the smallest actionable unit, and then they stack those small wins. It's not about doing everything at one time, finding the biggest thing and tackling it. You find that one thing that you can do right now, that if you do it, that's a win. Then you stack it over and over again until it compounds into this big action. First, you identify. You break the goal into its distinct bricks, its distinct pieces. Then you execute, doing one small unit at a time. And then you compound. Small wins stack into big achievements. Trust me, it will stack. Just start small, build it brick by brick. Because, like the famous quote, the Roman Empire wasn't built in one day. Build it brick by brick, solve the problem pieces by pieces, and you will see it turn into this huge snowball effect. Play the long game. It's okay. I forget the quotes by Alex Ramosi, but be slow to look at the results. Be slow. Don't expect immediate results, but be fast with your actions. Do what you need to do every day, fast, and take action on it. But go slow when you're expecting the results because it takes a while. Patience plus consistency beats speed. Being patient, knowing the outcomes are coming, and you're being consistent with it, will be just trying to get everything done in one go. Small daily efforts feel invisible at first, but suddenly you look back and they're unstoppable. It's just this big pile of compound because your skill builds on that skill, which gives you more ability to build. The same thing with compound interest. Your money makes money, and that money makes money on its own. It just compounds. It's not linear. It's exponential. It's not like this. It's like this. Builders trust the compounding curve, and they resist the urge to sprint and just eventually burn out. Because you can't just burn out. You need to go slow. Don't be rushy. Try to sprint. Stay consistent. Repetition builds momentum. Compounding is invisible because you can't really see it at first until it isn't. And then embrace the feedback. First, you observe. You collect data from real-world results. You adjust. You redefine and refine your approach based on the evidence. You repeat. Each loop makes you sharper and faster because you're getting better. You're gaining more confidence. You're acquiring more skills. And then you act. You see, you do something real. You put it out there in the world. That portfolio website goes into the real world and people see what it is. It may not be good at first, but at least you took action and you took the big first step into something amazing. Builders treat mistakes as proof of action, not evidence of failure. Feedback is data at the end of the day, not judgment. It's showing you that you did something wrong and how can you improve upon it. How you can keep improving upon it until it becomes unquestionable that you know what you're doing. Ownership and responsibility. As I said in my last video, no one will be there for you. No one. You gotta be there for yourself. Your family's there. It's like, of course, to talk, to do things, to love you. But at the end of the day, you need to go out there and get your stuff done. You own your process, your progress, your results, fully and without exception. Don't wait for permission to begin. Don't wait for guidance. Builders control what they can control and take action regardless of any external conditions, which means you don't wait for your mentor, you don't wait for a sign, you don't wait for this. Of course, that's great, and that confirms it. But you don't wait for that. You do it today, you do it now, because you know that's what it takes to become successful. To end off, scale what works. Double down on what moves the needle. There is busy work, which is responding to emails. Of course, that's important. Don't get me wrong. But there's the 80-20 rule. 20% of your actions will get you 80% of the results. Find those high-level actions that get you the results. It might be acquiring clients for your business, marketing. The builder's final skill is finding that leverage point. Finding that point where if we were to place it, it moves your business, your mindset, everything in your life so much that's no question that you should just keep reiterating and doing it. Once you find what produces results, multiply it. And you cut everything else ruthlessly. Don't pour many energy, many parts of your attention into different baskets. Once you find what you need, focus on it. You identify, you track what consistently drives results. You amplify, you pour more time and resources into it, and you remove anything that's pulling yourself back. Find those high leverage actions and watch yourself thrive and grow naturally. Let me stop the screen recording. That's just a little bit of word of advice. Of course, you don't have to take it. You can disagree with me. And if you disagree, put it down in the comments. I would love to comment, to see everybody's thoughts on what I say. My thoughts and rules are not supposed to be an action for everyone. It shouldn't apply to everyone. Of course, I believe it should. I think it should. But it doesn't apply to everyone because everybody else is different. Ask me, talk to me. and see what I'm doing wrong so I can improve as well. I'm taking action, and I know where I'm going to be, and I know where I need to end up, and I know what I need to do to get there. One small break at a time. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you at the top. You guys have a good one.